TikTok, y'all can hear me? It's that time. What's up, TikTok? Can y'all hear me? YouTube, y'all hear me? Oh yeah, we got a masterclass today. You feel me? I got y'all. We got 9 chapters, one lesson. Y'all see what's on the screen? Okay. Hey TikTok, can y'all hear me though? YouTube, we good. Let me check the TikTok audio. Make sure y'all like the live on YouTube. It was good. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Crystal. You feel me? I'm about to tell y'all. Hey, can y'all hear me on TikTok? Is we good? I gotta see. They ain't saying shit. YouTube, y'all good. I know y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? Oh yeah, we got a master class. We're gonna start at 5K. Tap the screen. Let's get to 5K. He said where I'm from. I'm from Haiti, but I grew up in Jersey. I'm in the South right now though. I'm in Alabama. That's where I live at right now, Alabama. I'm in the South by myself. I don't know shit out here. Y'all gotta pump your own gas. We don't do that in Jersey, man. We don't pump our own gas in Jersey. Queen, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this master class? We got 9 chapters today. It's one lesson. Y'all gonna need to take y'all notes for this one, and y'all need to lock in. Class about to be in session. About to say a lot of I'm not about to just give y'all no one word. Y'all know it's about to get real dark. I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all never heard before. Every time I come in here, that's my goal. Is to give y'all things y'all never heard before. Cause people always talk about the same shit. I'm gonna tell y'all from the inside out, from real life experiences. We love holidays, especially Valentine's Day. It's one of my favorites. So I gotta come on and tell y'all the tricks. You feel me? We're gonna start at 5K. This masterclass. We got one lesson, 9 chapters, 9 long chapters. They all correlate with the lesson, so pay attention. Y'all could get this lesson in CTU community, school community. It's in there for free. But y'all about to get it. Some of y'all ain't heard this before. Selena, what's up? YouTube, I know y'all ready. We about to start soon. Oh, you from Birmingham? I was just out there. Birmingham. That's where your pop's from. That's what's up. Everything closed early out here. I don't like that. Jersey, you can order food like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. Y'all know that's what I usually do on live. I get food late, but I can't get food late here like that. I be cooking and shit like that. Yeah, I know I could cook. I love cook. Cook for one of my supply. Not now. I talked about before. They blocking my live. Why they blocking our lives? They keep blocking us on TikTok every fucking day. I gotta see what's this about. Keep tapping the screen so y'all can get this masterclass shirt. I told y'all we got 9 chapters, 1 lesson. Feel me? Class in session. Y'all better take y'all notes out, no cap. I think it's my caption on the screen. That's why they be blocking us. We restricted. I was all alone, feet doubted, no one crowd me. Lost my best friends to the streets, so did a lot to me. I'm about to restart TikTok. Why the hell it get restricted? Alright, let me try. I gotta try to finesse the system real quick. Hold on. I gotta probably put a green screen on this motherfucker. Alright, let me see. Cause TikTok tripping, bro. I'ma just tell them to come to YouTube then. Hold up. They gonna have to come to YouTube. I'll have to do that. I'ma upload it. I'll upload it. Maybe. YouTube, yeah, y'all gonna get it regardless though. Y'all here. Hold on real quick. I got y'all. Y'all gonna wanna hear this. Just lock in, put your headphones in, or whatever you do. You at work, you're at home, just put your phone down and listen. This podcast is like a podcast. Listen. Just listen to what I got to say. Yeah, cause TikTok, they gonna restrict it, nigga, bruh. I don't know what's up. And I ain't about to go crazy. We ain't got time for that, feel me? They restrict us every day. Masterclass. Hold on. Put the green screen. I was all alone, feet down and no one cried on me. Hopefully, let me see. Alright, hopefully, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let me see TikTok. If they restrict me for this, that's crazy. That's diabolical. They just gonna have to come to YouTube at this point. I be trying to get them, everybody a chance to listen. You feel me? Alright, I just started up YouTube. Hold on. Can't keep getting restricted. Y'all can hear me, YouTube? TikTok. Y'all can hear me? Mama call me 1-1. Hey, can y'all hear me on TikTok? We straight? I feel like the prodigy. YouTube, how audio? We straight? We Gucci. We good on YouTube, alright. Appreciate you, Chris. You the only one with ears. Hey, TikTok, can y'all hear me? Niggas act like they don't hear it, nigga. I got these new mics for y'all, man. No cap. I gotta test them out. I'll be having to test these motherfuckers. You know? Jersey, can you hear me? I see you tapping the screen. Can y'all mother see me? Can y'all hear me on TikTok? Damn, we got a masterclass today. We got 9 chapters, 1 lesson. I don't know. I had to put the screen like this because they be restricting me. I don't know. I hope I'm trying something different, so try to make sure they don't restrict the nigga. Feel me? I had to restart my live. They restrict you. They be restricting every time we go live. So I'm trying to do different stuff for y'all on TikTok. Y'all might, if they restrict this live, y'all have to come to YouTube, but we'll see. Valentine's Day, we love Valentine. Narcissist. Oh shit. The lesson, listen, the masterclass we got today for y'all. We got 9 chapters, 1 lesson. It's Valentine's Day triggers trauma bonds. I'm gonna break it down for y'all like a Christmas tree. Tap the screen. We're gonna start at 3,000 likes because YouTube. We on YouTube too. YouTube been waiting. I was gonna say 5,000, but at least tap the screen. Get it to 3,000 so we won't get blocked. You feel me? Am I a narcissist? I would say I'm healing. I'm a healing narcissist, self-aware narcissist. Cause we all know what we doing. I'm forced to change though. Feel me? It wasn't like I woke up one day and just chose grace. No way. You feel me? Tap that screen. We're gonna start 3K. Got a masterclass for y'all. Need to pay attention. Class in session. Y'all could get this masterclass for free at CTU. Link in my bio or Skook. The #1 private narcissist healing community. You feel me? But I'm gonna give this to y'all for the ones that didn't hear this. You feel me? I'll answer y'all questions later after the class, okay? Right now, tap the screen and listen. Sit down in the classroom so the teacher could teach. You feel me? And be a good student. You say how I'm gonna help? Go watch my videos. You new here? I got over 1,000 videos. I got books, everything. Go do your research, queen. You feel me? You gotta do your research. See what I do. Go get to know me. I be on live damn near every day. We be on this mug hours, feel me? Be therapy sessions. Some of y'all catch the best lives ever. You know. I be having to wait for my followers to get the notification. They said they ain't even get my notifications when I go live. Some of y'all get it though. That mean, if you got it, it's an alignment. You got it for a reason. Okay. We're gonna start in like 3 minutes. I'm gonna upload it later, so I gotta get through this for y'all. Cause then I gotta hop on some one-on-one calls in like two hours. So I want to get y'all some Masterclass real quick. I gotta pay attention though. You know what I mean? We got 9 chapters. One lesson. The lesson is on the screen. It's I'm telling y'all, Valentine Day trigger trauma bonds. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Like a Christmas tree. Y'all know we love holiday. Yo, EKG. You gotta DM me. We gotta talk about that. I gotta see what you talking about. I ain't never heard about that. Feel me? We definitely gonna have to stream on a different platform. Cause boy, this TikTok shit ain't it. They restrict me every day for the stuff I be saying to expose. They ain't do that at first though. They just started doing that. Like they just started doing it. That's why I need y'all to tap the screen while I'm giving y'all the masterclass, so they won't restrict us or just shut off. If it do shut off, just come to YouTube because we're on YouTube. You feel me? Alright, we at 3K. Y'all ready? Put a Christmas tree if y'all ready. YouTube, like that live, share this motherfucker. This gonna help somebody, I promise y'all. This stuff I'm about to say, y'all ain't never heard before. I guarantee you ain't heard it before. It's from the inside out. It's different. I'm gonna tell you how we really think. You feel me? These are what thoughts niggas deal with constantly. Feel me? Like, every day. Our nervous system gotta be regulated. Small responses. Alright. We gotta do an audio check. Can y'all hear me on TikTok and YouTube? Put a Christmas tree. Y'all can hear me? Let me hear y'all hear me. Alright, TikTok said they can hear me. YouTube, can y'all hear me? Put a Christmas tree. Y'all don't like talking on YouTube. Y'all be watching. It be a lot of y'all. Y'all just be chilling. That good? Alright, we about to start. Give me a second, man. Let me eat this motherfucker real quick. They blocked me again, bro. Hey, y'all, look. If they shut off, y'all gotta come to YouTube, man. They chose on 125. I don't know what the fuck wrong with TikTok, bro. They keep blocking my live. Y'all better tap that screen, man. We gotta fight through the shadow, man. If it shut off or anything like glitch, lag, and stuff like that, just come to YouTube. YouTube good. Alright. I tried to try something different, man. Fuck that. Since they took that off my screen. Oh, it's crazy. Let me see something. Hold on. They already blocked me, bruh. Fuck it. I'm gonna put this so y'all can see this. Now tap the screen. We break the rules, make the rules. You feel me? They already block us every day, bro. Like, now we about to start the masterclass, though. You hear me? We ain't letting them stop shit. But y'all tap the screen. We about to start. We got 9 chapters, 1 lesson. The lesson is on the screen. Valentine's Day triggers trauma bonds. I'm breaking down like Christmas tree. You feel me? Y'all can, now we're gonna do one more audio check before we start. Can y'all hear me on TikTok? Can y'all hear me on YouTube? Put a Christmas tree. And then we gonna start. You want to bite? I got you. Alright, we can hear me. Oh, this is a magnet? I didn't even know that. Y'all can hear me? I bet. Look, y'all. It's chapter 1, okay? Chapter 1 of the Masterclass. See, I need you to pay attention. It's Valentine's Day. Chapter 1 is Valentine's Day is not about love, okay? It's not about love. It's about nervous system programming, okay? I'm about to tell you the psychology behind this. Valentine's Day does not trigger love, okay? It triggers memory. You know what I'm saying? It triggers abandonment. It triggers comparison. It triggers hierarchy. And for trauma bonded people, it triggers chemical withdrawal. You get what I'm saying? For people that's in trauma bond. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, decode it for y'all, break it down. See, when someone is trauma bonded, they are not addicted to a person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that. They're not addicted to a person. Okay? They're addicted to the cycle. I tell you this. The high dopamines, the crash, the silence, the love bombing, the confusion, the hope, the fear, and then the reward. That cycle rewires the system. Now, listen. Valentine's Day. You hear me? Every story is red. Every timeline is roses. Every couple is posting forever. Every influencer is performing romance. Okay? And the trauma bonded brain does not process this emotionally. It processes it as, I was not chosen. You hear me? See, that's not sadness though. That's called identity collapse. You know what I'm saying? That's identity collapse. You know what I'm saying? It's identity collapse. See, Valentine's Day exposes hierarchy, okay? Who got posted? Who got flowers? Who got claimed publicly? Who got hidden? Who got breadcrumbs? Who got nothing? And when a narcissist has discarded someone before Valentine's Day, like when a narcissist discards somebody for Valentine's Day, that time it is not random. Like some people get discarded before Valentine's Day, okay? By narcissists, like that time it is not random, okay? It's strategic. It is very strategic, okay? Because Valentine's Day is a public ranking ceremony, and narcissists understand social optics better than the therapists do. They know if they post someone new on Valentine's Day, it seals the illusion. It makes the old supply question their worth, and the old supply would spiral. Not because they missed the narcissist though, but because they feel replaced. Replacement Trauma hits harder than heartbreak. You hear me? Replacement trauma hits harder than heartbreak. Because heartbreak says we failed. Replacement says you were never special. That's why Valentine's Day hurts trauma bonded people deeper than birthdays. You get what I'm saying? They feel pressure. They feel pressure to perform, pressure to maintain image, pressure to secure admiration, pressure to prove they won. They're not thinking this. Look, they're not thinking this. I hope she feels safe. They are thinking, who is watching? Who was watching? That's why some narcissists love bomb heavy right before Valentine's Day. Some of y'all experiencing, I know y'all is. They love bomb right before Valentine's Day. And look, some disappear right before Valentine's Day. It's two strategies. See, if you're still useful supply, guess what? They overdo it. Like, you hear me? If you're still useful supply, they overdo it. You know what I'm saying? They overdo it. They really overdo it. Hold on, let me move this bottle real quick. How y'all liking this so far, though? I got y'all. Y'all can hear me straight? This only chapter 1. We got good chapters for y'all. Alright, look. Like I was saying, y'all. See, I need y'all to hear me, man. Like I said, I'm gonna say this over for y'all. Like I said, a narcissist, yeah, post. They know if they post someone, if they know, like, they know if they post someone. New on Valentine's Day, it says the illusion. It makes the old supply question their worth, and the old supply will spiral, not because they miss the narcissist, but because they feel replaced. Remember I said, yo, y'all with me? Replacement trauma hits harder than heartbreak, because heartbreak says we failed, and replacement says you were never special. That's why Valentine's Day hurts trauma bonded people deeper than birthdays. Birthdays are personal. Valentine's is comparative. Now let's go darker, okay? See, the narcissist does not feel Valentine's Day the way you do. They feel pressure. Pressure to perform love. Pressure to maintain image. Pressure to secure admiration. Pressure to prove they won. They are not thinking this. I hope she feels safe. They are thinking who is watching. That's why some narcissists love bomb heavy right before Valentine's Day. And some disappear right before Valentine's Day. You hear me? Two strategies. If you're still useful supply, look, if you're still useful supply, they'll overdo it. If you're questioning them, they'll withdraw. You feel me? Because confusion increases emotional dependency. You feel me? Silence on Valentine's Day is psychological warfare, okay? It makes the target obsess. Why didn't he text? Why didn't he post me? Is he with someone else? Am I crazy? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Like, see, and the more you question, the more control they regain. You hear me? The more you ask the question, why didn't he text? Why didn't he post me? Is he with someone else? Am I crazy? The more you question, the more control they regain. See, this is not romance. This is power architecture. You hear me? Power architecture. Now look, y'all. There's a part nobody gonna tell y'all. See, Valentine's Day triggers narcissists too. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. It triggers us too. Because it exposes whether we like truly bonded. And deep down, we know we don't attach normally. So we compensate with performance, with gifts, fake posts, grand gestures, sudden sweetness, not intimacy. Performance. We let it perform, bro. I told y'all. And trauma bonded people mistake performance for repair. You feel me? Trauma bonded people mistake performance for repair. You get what I'm saying? That's what trauma bonded people do. You get what I'm saying? Listen. Let me say that again slowly for the room, okay, y'all? Performance is not repair, okay? Posting you does not mean they value you. Buying you roses does not mean they respect you. Sleeping next to you does not mean they see you. You can be chosen publicly and still be emotionally invisible. That's the trap right there, you feel me? That's the trap, y'all. Now I'm about to tell you, I'm about to break down the trauma bond to y'all chemically, okay? Listen, break this shit down. See, when a narcissist alternates love and distance, your brain produces this: dopamine from reward, cortisol from stress, oxytocin from attachment, and adrenaline from uncertainty, okay? That cocktail is addictive. Valentine Day acts like a relapse trigger. It reminds your body of the highs. So even if you logically know they were toxic, your body misses the intensity. That's not love. That's nervous system addiction. Okay? That's nervous system addiction, you feel me? Can y'all hear me on YouTube and TikTok? We straight. We in chapter 1. If you hear, you just got in here, you good. Damn, I want to restart TikTok so bad, bro. But they gonna restrict me again. You feel me? I think they unrestricted us, y'all. Keep tapping the screen. We might be straight. Hold up. Oh yeah, I think y'all got us up out of here. Keep tapping the motherfucking screen, TikTok. Y'all got us unrestricted and share the live. I'm gonna keep going though. I ain't stop. I just want to make sure we straight. I mean, make sure y'all can hear me and get in this. If y'all need me to repeat anything, let me know. This is class, okay? I need y'all. I want y'all to hear every word. If y'all need me to run something back, let me know, man. All right. Now listen. Like I said, see, I'm gonna say that again. When a narcissist alternates love and distance, your brain produces this: dopamine from reward, cortisol from stress, oxytocin from attachment, and adrenaline from uncertainty. Okay, that cocktail is addictive, y'all. Valentine Day acts like a relapse trigger. It reminds your body of the highs. Okay, it reminds your body of the highs. So even if you logically know that they're toxic, guess what? Your body misses the intensity. That's not love. That's nervous system addiction. Okay? Listen, and when you scroll and you see them happy with someone new, your brain interpret it as I lost. This psychology. But you didn't lose. You were released from an emotional casino. You feel me? You was released from an emotional casino. You were gambling for validation. And the house always wins. The house always wins. Now look, if Valentine's Day is triggering you, it means your nervous system is still hooked, okay? Not your heart. Your nervous system, okay? Your nervous system, not your heart, okay? Your body is craving chaos disguised as passion. Chaos disguised as passion, okay? Listen, I want y'all to hear me, man. Real love feels boring at first to trauma bonded people, okay? Because stability does not spike adrenaline. Stability feels quiet. And quiet feels unfamiliar. So you chase intensity again. And then you call it destiny. Valentine's Day exposes who healed and who still romanticizes the chaos, okay? That's what Valentine's Day does. See, if someone ignored you today, that is data, okay? That's data. If someone only posts you but never protects you, that is data. If someone buys you gifts but never apologizes properly, that is data. Stop interpreting breadcrumbs as devotion. Stop interpreting breadcrumbs as devotion. Okay? See, Valentine's Day does not measure love. It measures attachment wounds. So if today hurts you deeply, don't call your ex. Call your nervous system back into your body. Okay? You feel me? Because trauma bond breaks in silence, not in roses, okay? Keep tapping the screen, y'all. Y'all getting us out the shadow bin. Now they us because they think we doing something negative when I got this on the screen. But if y'all tapping it, y'all sharing it, we break it. I see we breaking the matrix. Now look, chapter 2, y'all, is where we expose narcissists act sweeter before Valentine's Day. They blocked us again, bro. They just blocked us again. Keep tapping the screen, y'all. I don't want it to shut off. If it do, come to YouTube. Keep tapping. Don't stop. All right. Don't stop. They restricted us again. We ain't go. I'm gonna keep going though. Alright. But if it stops on TikTok, come to YouTube. Now look, like I said, chapter 2 is where we expose why narcissists act sweeter right before Valentine's Day. Okay. And it's darker than you think. Alright. Now look. This chapter 2. Y'all ready for chapter 2? Put a Christmas tree. I gotta make sure y'all can hear me. And got that first lesson, you hear me? That's what's the first chapter. It's not, it's like 9 chapters. Mm-hmm. Caramel, what's up? I know you ready to learn. Y'all ready? Alright. Chris, I hear you. See? Hey, no more. Hold on. Bought a lamp to the hood. Man, I did it for the set. Alright. Let's go. We're about to get chapter 2, y'all. If you just got here, you perfect timing. Yeah, I do one-on-ones, yeah, every day. Message me on TikTok, or you can email me. We could talk today. I'll be on one-on-ones all day today. Or you could email me, meremotivation123@gmail.com. Or if you on TikTok, y'all can message me on TikTok. I'll see my booking page link. I got you, Chris. Just message me today, okay? I'm gonna help you. But listen to this, okay? Let's get into chapter 2, y'all. Okay? This is chapter 2, y'all. Why narcissists get extra street right before Valentine's Day. Alright? I'm gonna expose something most therapists would never admit. Okay? See, the sweetness right before Valentine's Day is not love. It is called inventory protection. You hear me? Inventory protection. I'm giving y'all psychology work. You feel me? Listen, y'all. I want y'all to remember these words. Inventory protection. A narcissist does not see relationships the way you do. We do not. A narcissist, listen, you see attachment, okay? You see attachment. We see supply streams, emotional supply, sexual supply, financial supply, image supply, validation supply. I'm going to say it again for you. You see attachment. We see supply streams, emotional supply, sexual supply, financial supply, image supply, validation supply. And holidays are high visibility events, okay? So right before Valentine's Day, the narcissist subconsciously audits their supply. Who is still loyal? Who is drifting? Who is questioning them? Who might expose them? We think about all of this. And if they feel you pulling away, guess what? They turn the charm on heavy. They turn the charm on heavy. Okay? Not because they suddenly realize your worth. You know what I'm saying? But because they sense a leak in their control system. Sweet messages. You hear me? Future talk. Study consistently. Deep conversations. Talk about us again. This is what we gonna do. Right before Valentine's Day. See, that's not emotional growth. That's called stabilization. Now let's go deeper, y'all. Look. Okay? Narcissists understand something most people don't, okay? Listen, y'all, hear me clearly. I'm gonna say this real slow. Narcissists understand something most people don't. And that's hope keeps you longer than love. Hope keeps you longer than love. Hope, y'all, hope. That hope, just that hope, okay? Listen, if they keep you confused, you'll eventually detach. But if they could keep you abused, you'll eventually explode. But listen, if they give you hope right before a big emotional holiday, you'll cling. Because now you're thinking this. Maybe it's changing. Maybe this Valentine's would be different. You hear that hope? Maybe they'll find. Maybe they finally serious. Maybe he did change. Hope is the strongest leash that we can ever have. You hear me? Hope. Now I'm gonna break down the psychology. That wasn't even psychology. See, listen. Right before Valentine's Day, the narcissist fears two things. Okay, right before Valentine's Day, the narcissist fears two things: exposure and replacement. Okay, that's the only thing. Exposure and replacement. If they have multiple options, they must secure at least one person emotionally before the holiday hits. Okay? Because being alone on Valentine's Day threatens their ego, not their heart, their ego. Okay? A narcissist alone on Valentine's Day feels like failure. Like, you feel me? I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, so if you've been distant, they suddenly text good morning consistently. We call more. Say they miss you. Talk about plans. Act vulnerable. And you feel seen. But what actually happened was you became scarce. Scarcity increases perceived value. When you were chasing them, they felt powerful. When you pulled back, they felt unstable. And instability activates their survival strategy. And that's charm, you feel me? Y'all know charm is a survival strategy for us? Now here's something darker though. Look. Sometimes they sweeten you up right before Valentine's Day, even if they don't plan to spend it with someone else. You hear me? Even if they plan to spend it with someone else. My bad. I don't want to get the listen. I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes they sweeten you up right before Valentine's Day. Okay? Even if they plan to spend it with someone else. Why? Because keeping you emotionally attached gives them backup supply. They don't like emotional loose ends. They like safety nets. And if Valentine's Day doesn't go well with the new person, guess what? They want you still warm. You feel me? They want you still warm. That's why some of you got romantic messages all week. And then silence on the actual day. You feel me? This is what we do. That's why some of you got romantic messages all week. This whole week. And then silence today. On Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Because you're emotional insurance. Okay? Listen, y'all. Narcissists are highly reactive to social comparison. Okay? I'm trying to get deeper into your brain. Okay? Let's get deep. Narcissists are highly reactive to social comparison. See, Valentine's Day is competitive. It's not about intimacy. It's about display. So they overcompensate publicly. But privately, nothing changes. Okay? They might post you, but still gaslight you. They might buy you flowers, but still disrespect you. They might say, I love you, but still talk to three other people. Because the sweetness is strategic. It's not rooted in empathy, y'all. It's rooted in optics. You feel me? It's rooted in optics. Listen, y'all. If someone is suddenly perfect right before Valentine's Day, ask yourself this. Did their character change or did the calendar change? Because real growth is consistent in October, consistent in January, consistent in March. You hear me? Not just romantic in February, okay? Consistency is love. Timing is manipulation, okay? Listen, y'all. You know what hurts most is? You know what hurts most is when they act sweet, you soften. When you soften, they pull back. That emotional whiplash bonds you deeper. Because your brain thinks sweetness with relief. And relief feels like love. But relief from anxiety is not love. It's temporary nervous system regulation. Okay? See, you weren't feeling love, you were feeling soothed. And they know that. See, if someone only becomes who you need when they feel you slipping away, they don't love you. They fear losing control. And control is not connection. Okay? See, Valentine's Day does not create romance. It exposes strategy. If someone suddenly transformed this week, y'all, don't fall in love with the version of them that only appears under threat. Fall in love with patterns. Patterns never lie. Okay? Now, chapter 3 is where we break down why some narcissists disappear right before Valentine's Day. I just told y'all. Chapter 2, why we text y'all before Valentine's Day. Not about to tell you why we disappear before Valentine's Day in chapter 3. And that one is psychological warfare. And if they, I'm telling y'all, man, it's about to get dark. Y'all ready for chapter 3? Put a Christmas tree. Not that regular tree, man. Oh my mama, not the regular tree. Gotta make sure y'all hear that wrong. Yeah, man. Y'all ready for this? Alright, y'all. This chapter 3. Why some narcissists disappear right before Valentine's Day, okay? Right before Valentine's Day, okay? See, now this is where it gets cold, y'all. Some narcissists don't get sweeter, they vanish. I told y'all, some of us get sweeter, and I'm gonna tell you that it's levels, man. It's different. It's different, okay? Some narcissists don't get sweeter, okay? They vanish right before Valentine's Day. No explanation. Less texting. Emotionally distant. Random arguments. Sudden confusion, okay? And you sitting there thinking this. You sitting there thinking, why now? Why now? See, it's not random, y'all. It's not random. It's avoided psychology. It's called avoided psychology. Okay? Let me break it down. Like a Christmas tree, see. Valentine's Day demands emotional clarity. It forces definition. Are we serious? Are we exclusive? Are we public? Are we real? A narcissist hates emotional definition unless it benefits their image. We hate that. Listen, definition creates accountability. Accountability threatens control. So instead of defining a relationship, they destabilize it. They create tension right before the holiday so they don't have to perform intimacy. Some would do this: start a fight, bring up something old, accuse you of something small, act overwhelmed, or say they need space. That argument is not about the issue. It's called an exit ramp. It's an exit ramp. You know what I'm saying? It's an exit ramp. You know what I'm saying? If they create emotional chaos before Valentine's Day, y'all, if they create emotional chaos right before Valentine's, they can avoid the expectation. You know what I'm saying? And if you react emotionally, even better, y'all. Now they could say, this is why I don't like holidays. You're too much. You're pressuring me. They'll flip it on you. Okay, now let's go deeper. Okay? See, disappearing is also a power reset. If they sense you expect something, they pull away. Because expectation means they owe you something. And narcissists hate feeling indebted emotionally, okay? We hate feeling that way. We want admiration freely given, not requested. So we disappear to reestablish dominance. Silence is control. If you chase them, they win. If you spiral, they feel powerful. If you beg, they feel superior. Let's go darker, okay? See, sometimes they disappear because they already secured someone else for Valentine's Day, I'll be honest. We already got another supply. And instead of cleanly cutting you off, they fade you out temporarily. Just temporary though, okay? Because narcissists don't close doors. We don't close doors. We just dim the lights. We dim the lights, okay? Hey y'all, they keep blocking us. Tap the screen, share the live, bruh. They I don't want them to shut it off or you're gonna have to come to YouTube. Tap the live, keep tap. I'm gonna give y'all the masterclass. Y'all just in time. You feel me? Y'all can hear me still though? Make sure y'all still can hear me on TikTok and YouTube. Y'all can hear me? Before I keep going, because they restrict the live. We still going regardless. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Put a Christmas tree. Alright. YouTube, y'all can hear me. TikTok good. YouTube, we straight. Y'all can hear me, YouTube? Put a Christmas tree so we can go. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. YouTube. TikTok, y'all can hear me. YouTube, I'm trying to see. Hold up. Yeah, YouTube should be able to hear me. Now, look, let's get back into it, y'all. Alright. Like I said, they create tension right before the holidays so they don't have to perform intimacy, y'all. Okay? Some narcissists will start a fight. We talking about how some narcissists would disappear right before Valentine's Day. Okay? Now look, and I'm giving y'all tactics. Like I said, they create tension right before the holidays so they don't have to perform intimacy. Some will start a fight. Bring up something old. Accuse you of something small. Act overwhelmed so they, feel me? Act like they need space. See, that argument is not about the issue. It's an exit map. It's an exit ramp. Alright? An exit ramp. You feel me? Listen, y'all. If they create emotional chaos before Valentine's Day, they can avoid the expectation. And guess what? If you react emotionally, even better. Now they can say this. Like, y'all heard what I said. If you react emotionally, even better. Because now they can say, this is why I don't like holidays. You're too much. You pressure me. They flip it on you. Okay? Disappearing is also a power reset. If they sense you expect something, they pull away. Because expectation means they owe you something. And narcissists hate feeling indebted emotionally. We hate that. We want admiration freely given, not requested. So we disappear to reestablish dominance. Silence is control. If you chase us, they win. If you spiral, they feel powerful. If you beg, they feel like God. They feel like superior. Okay? Sometimes they disappear because they already secured someone else for Valentine's Day, y'all. We got another supply. Okay? And instead of cleanly cutting you off, they fade you out temporarily because narcissists don't close doors. We dim lights. So you stay emotionally available. That way, if the other situation collapse, if it don't work with the other supply, you're still attached. You weren't rejected. You were paused. Okay, you were paused. Now, here's the psychological warfare part. See, when someone disappears right before Valentine's Day, your brain fills in the blanks. And the imagination hurts worse than the truth. You start thinking, is he with someone else? Was I never enough? Did I push him away? Is this my fault? That mental spiral deepens the trauma bond. That deepens trauma bonds because uncertainty increases dopamine seeking behavior. Your brains want answer. It want answers. And the only person who would give them is the one who disappeared. That's the trap. Okay? Now let's flip the perspective, okay? Why do narcissists avoid Valentine's intimacy? Because intimacy requires presence. Presence requires vulnerability. Vulnerability requires emotional depth. And emotional depth exposes their emptiness. That day forces closeness, okay? Forced closeness makes them uncomfortable. So they sabotage. Not because you're unworthy, but because closeness threatens their defense structure. You feel me? The whole system, it mess up the whole system. If someone disappears right before a day that celebrates connection, that is data, y'all. Emotional mature people lean in during meaningful moments, okay? Emotional avoidant people retreat. Don't romanticize withdrawal. It is not mysterious. It is immaturity, okay? The real reason disappearance hurts is this. Because you were preparing emotionally. You were hopeful. And when hope collapsed suddenly, the body registered as betrayal. But listen to me carefully. If someone avoids celebrating you, that is protection, not punishment. You are being shown what life with them will feel like long term holidays magnifying patterns. So if they vanish during a symbolic day, imagine real life crisis. Okay? See, some narcissists sweeten before Valentine's, some disappear, but both are strategies. One secures supply through hope, the other secures control through absence. Neither is love. Both are positioning. Okay? Now, chapter 4 is where we expose why being posted on Valentine's doesn't mean you're chosen. Okay? Y'all ready for chapter 4? Put a Christmas tree. Y'all ready? Y'all can hear me? Y'all ready for this? I gotta make sure y'all with me. They restricted and live. Can y'all hear me on TikTok and YouTube? I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I want to make sure y'all hear me though. I don't know what they chained on me. If y'all hear me, put a Christmas tree so I know y'all can hear. We gonna start chapter 4. You feel me? All right, we good on TikTok, YouTube. Y'all can hear. I gotta make sure these mics working for y'all, bro. Chapter 4. Being posted on Valentine's Day, y'all, does not mean you were chosen, okay? I'm about to tell you. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. When we post you on Valentine's Day, it does not automatically mean we chose you. It means we selected you for display, okay? We selected you for display. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Us narcissists understand image before intimacy. We understand optics before emotion. Valentine's Day is not just a romantic holiday to us. It is a social performance stage. And whoever stands next to us on that stage is fulfilling a role. Okay? Now listen to me carefully. When we post you, we are doing several things at once. We are securing admiration, signaling status, chasing public speculation, provoking past supply, and stabilizing current supply. So yes, when we post you, sometimes we are thinking about who is watching, not just you. We know exes will see it. We know people who doubted us will see it. We know optics in our DMs will see it. All of them. It reinforces our desirability. We know options in our DMs will see it. It forces our desirability. You feel claimed. We feel evaluated. That's a psychological exchange. You get what I'm saying? Now look, this is where it get darker. See, sometimes we post you not because you're the deepest connection, but because you're the safest choice. Safe means this: you won't embarrass us, you won't expose us, you enhance our image, you make us look better, you make us look stable. You get what I'm saying? We choose who fits the narrative. That's the one we choose, not always who fits the soul. And if we don't post you, that doesn't automatically mean we don't care. Sometimes it means we are keeping doors open. We keep certain people private so we can move freely. Public claiming limits options. Us narcissists do not like limited options. Options equals control. I'm going to say something that might sting. Some of you felt proud because you were posted, but you were still being emotionally starved behind the scenes. We can celebrate you publicly and neglect you privately because posting is easy. Consistency is that's too much work, and work requires empathy. Consistency is work, and work requires empathy. Now I'm about to tell you. Let's talk about why we overdo Valentine's Day online. Cause it's called validation farming. Okay, validation farming. Hold on, let me appeal this too. Damn, they appealed this 3 times in one line. Y'all can hear me on TikTok, man. Validation farming. Yeah. They keep giving me warnings on TikTok. Y'all, I gotta make sure y'all hear me. That's why I keep repeating myself. Cause I don't know if they gonna just shut this bitch off. But we gonna keep talking. You feel me? I just wanna make sure y'all can hear me though. Just tap that screen though while we talking so they won't shut it off. If it shut off, just come to YouTube, man. The Chosen 125. Y'all can hear me or no? Y'all might have to come to YouTube, bruh. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Yeah. I don't know what they changed on me. Deep though, she put that brain on me. Yeah, I don't know what's up with TikTok, bruh. Y'all can hear me on YouTube though. See, I can say whatever I want on YouTube. I can't. They not approving my appeals on TikTok. So I gotta make sure y'all can hear me. YouTube, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I gotta make sure y'all can hear me before we continue, y'all. No cap. Cause they been restricting my life like crazy. Alright, y'all can hear me? But I don't know what they hate on me. Deep dude, she put that brain on me. Alright, y'all can come. I'ma upload this on YouTube. It's good on YouTube. Audio been straight. They restricted hell out to this TikTok. Alright, y'all, look, this is what we gonna do. Come to hold on, are we still restricted? Let me see. Yeah, we still restricted. We about to just come to YouTube. If y'all wanna come on my YouTube, TikTok. They restrict me for 10 minutes on this motherfucker. They say y'all not tapping the screen. Yeah, so there's no point in being on this shit. I'm gonna keep getting restricted. It's gonna fuck up my whole page. So I'm gonna continue on YouTube. If y'all wanna hear it, I'm on YouTube. Y'all made a choice on 125. I'm gonna continue on YouTube. YouTube, we here. Made a choice on 125. I'm there. They fucking up my page, bro. Like, god damn. I got restricted 5 times for them. It said cause they not tapping the screen. I got one job. It's all good though. YouTube, we locked in, okay? I'm about to get back to the lesson. Make sure y'all can hear me. Alright. Put a Christmas tree if y'all can hear me, then we gonna start. I don't know what they hate on me. Deep though, she put that brain on me. Alright, y'all can hear me on YouTube. Let's go. They ain't like shit for me, man. Alright, let me make it. I don't know what they hate on me. Deep though she put that brain on me. I'm putting the mic closer. We straight. Now YouTube, we here. I'm about to start again, y'all. Let's go. We about to finish the masterclass. Like I said, I was talking about how we post. When we post, we are doing several things at once. Okay. I'm talking about that on Valentine Day. Like I said, when we post, we doing several things at once, y'all. We are securing admiration. We signaling status, closing public speculation, provoking past supply, and stabilizing current supply. Yes, when we post you, sometimes we are thinking about who is watching. Okay. Sometimes we are thinking about who is watching. Okay. Yes. See, not just you. We know exes will see it. Okay. We know people who doubted us will see it. We know options in our DMs will see it. It reinforces our desirability. I need everybody to like the live one time on YouTube. You heard? Now, like I said, it reinforces our desirability. You feel claimed, we feel elevated. That's the psychological exchange, okay? Listen, y'all. This where it get darker. Sometimes we post you not because you're the deepest connection, it's but because you're the safest choice. You feel me? Safe means this. You won't embarrass us. You won't expose us. You enhance our image. You make us look stable. We choose who fits the narrative, not always who fits the soul. And if we don't post you, that doesn't automatically mean we don't care. Sometimes it means we are keeping doors open. You get what I'm saying? See, we keep certain people private so we can move freely. Public claiming limits options. Us narcissists do not like limited options. Options equals control. Now, let me say something that might sting, y'all. Some of you felt proud because you were posted, but you were still being emotionally starved behind the scenes. We can celebrate you publicly and neglect you privately because posting is easy, consistency is work, and work requires empathy. Now, let's talk about why we overdo Valentine's online, okay? Like I said, it's validation farming, okay? It's validation farming. When we post something romantic, we and people comment goals. I'm telling y'all, when we post something romantic and people comment goals, power couple, you won, that feeds us. You know what I'm saying? That feeds us. That comments matter more than the connection. You hear me? Them comments matter more than the connection, y'all. The applauses matter more than the intimacy. You might feel closer. We feel bigger. Now, here's something most people won't admit, y'all. Sometimes we post you specifically to wound someone else. Yes, we'll post you specifically just to wound someone else. If we know an ex is watching, if we know someone still cares, we will make the post extra sweet, extra dramatic, extra performative. Because the reaction fuels us. You weren't just a partner, you were a message. Okay? See, a narcissist are not always conscious of this, but we are wired for hierarchy, okay? And Valentine's Day is a ranking ceremony. Being posted means you win a slot, not necessarily the heart. And a slot can change because our attachment is conditional. If admiration drops, if control drops, if you challenge us too much, the slot becomes replaceable. That's why some of you got posted 1 year and discarded the next. You know what I'm saying? See, the holiday did not protect you because performance is not attachment. Okay? Do we feel something sometimes? I'm gonna expose ourselves deeper. Do we feel something sometimes? People ask me that. Yes. But our feelings are unstable. Our ego always outranks intimacy. If protecting image conflicts with protecting you, we choose image. We gonna choose image every time. We choose image. You feel me? We choose image. Okay. Listen, y'all. If you were posted today, if you were posted today, don't measure love by visibility. Measure love by how they speak to you when no one is watching, how they handle conflict, how they protect you in private, how consistent they are after the holiday. Because us narcissists are very good at moments. We struggle with maintenance. Moments create illusion, okay, y'all? Moments create illusion, okay? Maintenance reveals character. Being posted on Valentine's Day is not proof of depth, it's proof of positioning. And positioning changes when supply shifts, okay? Listen, y'all. Chapter 5 is where we expose why some of us provoke fights right before romantic holidays, okay? Y'all ready for chapter 5? Put a Christmas tree. We're gonna break this shit down like a Christmas tree on my mama. I don't know what they hate on me. They thought she put that brain on me. A to Z. Yeah, I want to put a Christmas tree. Gotta make sure y'all can hear me on the tube. Hey, YouTube, can y'all hear me or not, man? Oh my god, I don't know if y'all can hear me, bro. I don't know what they hate on me. Put that brain on me. Y'all hear me? Alright, y'all can hear me. We about to do chapter 5, y'all. It's chapter 5. Why us narcissists, like, why we start fights right before romantic holidays, okay? Right before the holidays. Right before the holidays. It's about to get like that. I'm about to expose something uncomfortable, okay, y'all? Sometimes, y'all, look, sometimes we don't disappear. We don't just disappear. We don't disappear, okay? Sometimes we don't get sweet. We don't get sweet. We don't disappear. Sometimes we provoke chaos right before Valentine's Day on purpose. Feel me? I'm telling y'all. This shit get dark. Like I said, listen, this is what we do, yo. Like sometimes we provoke chaos right before Valentine's Day on purpose. Random tension, tiny issues become huge. Sudden cold tone, accusations, bringing up your past. Feel me? I'm telling y'all, see. And you're confused because the timing feels intentional. It is, y'all. Here's why. Romantic holidays create expectation. Expectation creates pressure. Pressure exposes our emotional limits. Okay? And when we feel emotional pressure, we destabilize the environment. Because if the environment is chaotic, we don't have to perform intimacy. I'm gonna explain deeper, okay? Valentine's Day requires vulnerability. Hey, Ans, join the box on TikTok. Just join. You ain't gotta say nothing. I'll mute the mic. Just join and mute your mic. Don't say nothing. And keep tapping the screen. Yeah, mute your mic, okay? Hold up. What's up, Ange? Yep, thank you. Tap the screen. I don't want TikTok to keep blocking me. They say they be blocking me for low engagement, something like that. Because it be 50 people in here not tapping the screen. And it tell TikTok we doing something positive. I got this negative ass thing on the screen. Y'all see what that say? And it tell TikTok we doing something bad. So we gotta keep it interactive. I don't know why they do that dumb shit, but they doing it. TikTok got mad rules. Alright, like I said, y'all, romantic holidays create expectation, okay? Expectation creates pressure. And pressure exposes our emotional limits. And when we feel emotional pressure, we destabilize the environment. Because if the environment is chaotic, we don't have to perform intimacy. I'm going to explain deeper. Valentine's Day requires vulnerability. Vulnerability requires emotional exposure. Emotional exposure threatens our control structure. So instead of saying, I feel overwhelmed by expectations, we trigger you. If we make you emotional first, now the focus shifts. Instead of, why didn't you plan anything? It becomes, why are you acting crazy? Now we control the narrative. Conflicts gives us leverage, y'all. Okay? Some of us create arguments to justify withholding effort. If we start a fight on February 12th or the 13th, we can say this. This energy makes me not even want to do anything for Valentine's Day. I used to do that all the time. Don't let that go over your head. I'm telling y'all tricks, man. You feel me? I'm going to say it again. Some of us create arguments just to justify without holding effort. If we on February 12th or 13th, we can say, this energy makes me not even want to do anything for Valentine's Day no more. Like, even though we the ones that started it. Now we look reactive instead of avoidant. We turn our lack of emotional depth into your fault. And if you apologize to keep the peace, guess what? We regain dominance. Because now you're trying to earn the holiday. You feel me? Now you trying to earn the holiday. You know what I'm saying? For real. I told y'all, see. Now here's the psychological core, y'all. We struggle with authentic giving, okay? Genuine giving requires empathy. Empathy requires seeing you as a separate from us. But our wiring is ego-centered, okay? Ego-centered. So giving feels like losing power unless it benefits our image. That's why we either overdo it publicly or sabotage it privately. You know what I'm saying? Middle ground intimacy is uncomfortable, okay? Now let's talk about fragility. Romantic holidays remind us that real connection requires consistency, okay? So instead of risking not measuring up, we burn the stage down. If there's a fight, we don't have to show up emotionally. Here's something most people never notice, y'all. Okay? Listen. After we provoke a fight, we watch you. Okay? After we provoke a fight, we watch you. If you chase us, if you apologize, if you beg for peace, we feel secure because chaos confirms your attachment. But if you stay calm, if you don't react, that unsettles us because now we don't know if we still have the emotional leverage. Okay? Now I'm about to expose another layer. Sometimes we create tension before holidays because we are splitting internally, okay? We split it internally. Part of us wants closeness and part of us fears dependence. Closeness feels like vulnerability. Dependence feels like weakness. So we push you away before we feel too attached. It's self-protection disguised as aggression. Okay? If someone creates chaos right before a meaningful day, that is emotional maturity, y'all. Healthy partners lean toward connection under pressure, okay? Dysregulated patterns create storms. Stop interpreting storms as passion. Storms are instability, okay? Listen, y'all. If every special moment in your relationship is preceded by anxiety, that is not chemistry, y'all. That is conditioning. Y'all need to come to, hey, y'all, if you're on TikTok, come to YouTube, Metachosen125. TikTok gonna shut off. I'm giving y'all a masterclass. Y'all just in time, so y'all might want to come to my YouTube. I'm just on TikTok for fun. You feel me? So come to YouTube, Metachosen125. Because TikTok gonna shut off. I'm just on here just to be on here because they keep fucking banning me every time I try to get y'all this masterclass. Y'all just in time. There's a masterclass, class in session. This Valentine's Day triggers trauma bonds. I'm breaking it down. I'm telling y'all why we text y'all before Valentine's Day, why we disappear before Valentine's Day. I'm telling y'all all type of shit. Now look, like I said, y'all. If someone creates chaos right before a meaningful day, that is emotional immaturity, okay? Healthy patterns lead toward connection under pressure. Dysregulated partners create storms. Stop interpreting storms as passion. Storms are instability, okay? Listen, y'all. If every special moment in your relationship is preceded by anxiety, that is not chemistry. That is conditioning. Your body is bracing for impact instead of relaxing into love. And that tells you everything, okay? We start fights before romantic holidays, before Valentine's Day, and all these other holidays because we fear being measured, y'all. You hear me? We fear being measured, okay? We fear expectation. We fear exposure. We fear inadequacy. So we create chaos to avoid intimacy, okay? Chapter 6 is where we break down why trauma bonded people mistake this chaos with passion. Okay? Y'all ready for chapter 6? Put a Christmas tree. I'm gonna break it down. Hey y'all can hear on TikTok? Come up here. I need y'all to come up here on the TikTok so they won't block us. Somebody request to join up. Don't talk though. Just come up here as a guest and mute your mic. If y'all I need somebody to request to join up with Inch. So it look like we doing something productive. We really exposing shit. This is how we gotta hack the system. Just come up here, request to join on TikTok and don't say nothing. Please don't say nothing, y'all. Mute your mic. Just chill up here. Alright, I appreciate y'all. Just mute your mic. I appreciate y'all. Just chill, mute the mic. Thank you, I appreciate you. It look like we doing something productive. And everybody in here tap the screen. If it's getting staticky, like if the live freezing on TikTok, we on YouTube too. Come to YouTube, Metachosen125. But we got like 4 more I think we got like 3 more chapters. I need y'all to hear this shit. It's about to get real dark. Alright, y'all, so listen, y'all don't want to miss this shit. Y'all perfect timing. It's only about to get better. I ain't gonna lie. This shit was crazy. And you been listening. Who was here from chapter 1? This chapter 6 though, but y'all still ain't missed shit. We got 9 chapters and a bonus chapter. Alright. Now look, just chapter 6. Why trauma bonded people confuse chaos with passion, okay? Look, let's be honest, okay? Yeah, Anne's been here since the beginning, so she know. This shit was crazy. Oh, that's Chris right there. Chris be locked. She is through the other fucking game. Alright, y'all. Chris, Ange, we on chapter 6. Request to come up here, but do not say nothing, okay? Please don't say nothing. Just chill. Mute your mic, okay? Mute your mic. Mute your mic, okay? Just mute the mic. What's up, Figgy? How you doing? We in Masterclass, okay? Now, this is chapter 6. Why trauma bonded people confuse chaos with passion, okay? Let's get honest, y'all. Some of you don't miss the narcissist, okay? You miss the intensity. You miss the intensity. And intensity is not love. It is stimulation, okay? Intensity is not love, it's stimulation. Yes, y'all. If it gets staticky, come to YouTube. YouTube, I'm gonna keep TikTok live going, y'all. It might glitch because they tryna glitch us. But come to YouTube. I'm gonna keep it on though. But if y'all can't hear, audio mess up, YouTube, Metatrosa 125. You feel me, Kevin? My nigga Kevin. I see you, gang. You can come up here too, bro. Just chill, mute your mic, bro. Appreciate you. Now look, this is chapter 6, y'all. Why trauma bonded people confuse chaos with passion, okay? Let's get honest, y'all. Some of you don't miss the narcissist. I'm going to say that again. You miss the intensity. And intensity is not love. Intensity is stimulation. Trauma bonded people are not addicted to the person, okay? They are addicted to the emotional roller coaster, the highs, the lows, the breakup, the makeup, and then the silence, and then the reconnection again. That cycle creates biochemical attachment, y'all. Please remember this word. It's psychology, man. Biochemical attachment. Okay? Dopamine spikes during reconciliation. Cortisol spikes during conflict. And oxytocin spikes during intimacy. I'm going to say that again. Dopamine spikes during reconciliation. When you're reconciling, okay? Cortisol spikes during conflict. And oxytocin spikes during intimacy. Your body gets hooked on a swing, okay? Your body gets hooked literally on the swing, y'all. Now, I'm going to connect it to Valentine's Day. Let's connect it to Valentine's Day. When the chaos pauses right before a romantic holiday and suddenly there's sweetness, your body relaxes, okay? Your body relaxes. That relief feels like love, y'all. But it's not love. It's the removal of anxiety. And removal of anxiety feels erotic. It feels erotic when you've been stressed. That's why toxic relationships feel electric, y'all, because your nervous system is constantly activated. You think we have crazy chemistry. You feel me? No, you have unpredictable emotional patterns. Unpredictability increases obsession, y'all. Stability decreases obsession. You hear me? I'm gonna say that again. Erotic. You feel me, Ray? Erotic. Listen, like I said, you think we have crazy chemistry. No. You have unpredictable emotional patterns. Unpredictability increases obsession. Stability decreases obsession. That's why healthy love can feel boring to someone who is trauma bonded. Because there's no adrenaline, y'all. There's no guessing. There's no chasing. There's no emotional cliff. Just consistency. I said that's why healthy love can feel boring to someone who is trauma bonded. Because there's no adrenaline. No guessing. No chasing. No emotional cliff. Just consistency. And consistency feels unfamiliar. Now let's go deeper, y'all. Trauma bonded people often grow up in environments where love was inconsistent. So affection followed criticism. Safety followed tension. Approval followed performance. So chaos felt normal, okay? See, when someone, I want y'all to understand this. When someone triggers you and soothes you, your childhood wiring activates. It feels like home, okay? It feels like, you feel me? It feels like home, y'all. But home is not always healthy, okay? Home is not always healthy. Here's the dark truth, y'all. Narcissists don't create trauma bonds alone. They activate what's already unresolved. You hear me? We push and pull. We push and pull, you attach and chase. We withdraw, you pursue. We withdraw, you pursue. The dance continues, and both nervous systems get addicted. Okay, so some of you feel more alive in toxic relationships than in peaceful ones, y'all, because peace forces you to sit with yourself. Chaos distracts you from yourself, okay? Peace forces you to sit with yourself, okay? Chaos distracts you from yourself. When there's drama, you don't have to force, you don't have to face your own emptiness when there's drama. You focus on fixing them. You feel me? They become your identity. That become your identity. The savior, the fixture, the loyal one. And guess what? When Valentine days hit and then they disappear and act like they strange, you don't just feel rejected when they do that. You feel purposeless because the role collapses. Okay? Hey y'all, a lot of y'all new here. We giving a masterclass. If it gets staticky, come to YouTube. We on YouTube too. Made a chose on 125. Okay? I want y'all to hear this. We got a lot of people on YouTube. We got a lot of people on TikTok. New people coming in, y'all, just in time. Okay? Now, like I said, that becomes your identity, the savior, the fixture, the loyal one. And when Valentine's Day hits, they disappear or they act change. You don't just feel rejected, you feel purposeless because the role collapses. Okay? See, now I want y'all to understand this, y'all. If your heart races more in anxiety than safety, I'm going to say it again. If your heart races more than anxiety than safety, you are not in love. You're in survival mode. Okay? You're in survival mode. And survival mode feels powerful until it exhausts you, y'all. Okay? Until it exhausts you. Passion should not feel like panic. Chemistry should not feel like fear. Intensity is not intimacy. Intensity is stimulation. Intimacy is safety. Okay? Intimacy is safety. If you feel triggered today, ask yourself, do I miss them or do I miss the dopamine? Do I want them or do I want relief? Because trauma bonds are built on contrast. It's built on contrast. Without the lows, the highs wouldn't feel so high. And once the nervous system heals, the chaos loses its appeal. Okay? Now, y'all, if chaos feels like passion, it means your nervous system was trained in instability. Healing feels quiet. Quiet feels strange. But strange does not mean wrong, okay? Now, chapter 7, y'all, is where we expose why narcissists often upgrade publicly on Valentine's Day. And that it's going to hit deep, y'all. Y'all want this? Give me a Christmas tree. Y'all want chapter 7? Put a Christmas tree. We about to go. Oh, shit. Gotta make sure y'all hear me. It's not showing you my live on TikTok. You gotta go to my page. I told y'all that. It's because we shadow banned. We've been restricted, y'all. I told y'all. That's why we gotta keep tapping the screen. They restricting it. Appreciate my boy Kevin and everybody up here that's on the screen helping us. We gotta make y'all gotta like, share, repost. But I'm on YouTube in case it shut off for y'all. So I'm gonna make sure y'all get this shit. I got y'all. It's on YouTube, Middle Chosen 125. But tap the screen. People, somebody else could come up here in the box. Y'all gotta come up here in the box. We gotta make sure we look like we doing something positive. Because look what's on the screen. They said that's demonic. And if nobody interacting or posting or sharing a live, that tells us, it tells TikTok we doing something negative, okay? You feel me? Y'all ready for the next chapter? Alright, y'all. Chapter 7, y'all. This is why narcissists upgrade publicly on Valentine's Day, y'all. It's about to get dark. Alright. Everybody just come up here and mute y'all mic and chill. I appreciate everybody. It's going to help the live. Y'all come up here, chill, and make it look like we having a whole group discussion in this motherfucker. Okay? Papa Joe, what's good? Appreciate you. Mute y'all mic. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all helping. Alright, y'all. This is chapter 7. Why we narcissists upgrade publicly on Valentine's Day. Okay? Let's say the quiet part out loud, okay? See, Valentine's Day is a stage, and some of us use it to debut a new character. I'm going to say that again, okay? Valentine's Day is a stage, and some of us use it to debut a new character. Y'all know how some people promote stuff to debut a new album and stuff? We use Valentine's Day to debut a new character. Okay, listen, a new partner, a new love of my life, a new lover forever, and it looks like an upgrade, but it's not always about love, y'all. It's about hierarchy. Okay, us narcissists are obsessed with perceived ranking, y'all. Who looks better? Who seems happier? Who appears to have won? See, Valentine's Day amplifies that. So if we introduce someone new publicly on this day, guess what? It is rarely accidental timing. It is a statement, y'all. It is a statement. It's a statement. We try to make a statement. I'm about to break down the psychology, okay? When we move on quickly and post someone new on Valentine's Day, we are doing three things, y'all. We are rewriting the narrative, erasing the past supply, and provoking comparison. Because if we look happy publicly, people assume we're never the problem. Y'all know that? If we look happy privately, people assume we were never the problem. Okay? Image cleans reputation. Image cleans reputation. And if the previous partner sees it, even better. Because now they question themselves. Was I the issue? Why does he look happier? Why does he treat them better? That internal spiral feeds our ego indirectly, even if we never say a word. Okay? Now I'm about to go deeper. The upgrade is often selected based on optics, okay? The new supply is often select based on optics, more attractive, more submissive, more successful, more expressive, more socially impressive. Not necessarily more compatible though, just more useful for image evaluation. Okay? She's more useful for image evaluation because Valentine's Day is social currency. It's proof of desirability. And us narcissists do not like looking unwanted, okay? Okay? Here's something most people miss. The speed of the upgrade is intentional. You hear me? If it happens fast, it destabilizes the old attachment. Shock weakens emotional grounding. When someone moves on immediately, your nervous system goes into threat response. It's psychology. That confusion keeps you bonding longer, okay? Because your brain tries to understand it, okay? But now, here's the cold part, okay? Sometimes the new person isn't even special, y'all. They're just available. Availability plus admiration equals temporary supply. And on Valentine's Day, temporary supply is enough for display. Okay? If you were the one posted, look, if you were the one posted, understand something. You might be the upgrade today, but upgrades are transactional in our world, okay? As long as you elevate the image, you hold the slot. If admiration drops, the slot becomes unstable. Because we attach to reflection, y'all, not always to essence. Okay? If someone upgraded publicly on Valentine's, do not interpret it as proof of inadequacy, okay? It's proof of their need for validation. Fast replacement is not healing. It's called ego regulation. That's ego regulation. Healthy people grieve, y'all. Healthy people will grieve, reflect, and integrate, okay? Image-driven people replace because sitting with emptiness is intolerable. Okay, an upgrade on Valentine's Day is not about love. It's about optics. And optics fade when an audience leaves. The real test is not the post. It's what happens in silence 3 months later, okay? If someone upgraded publicly today, don't compare yourself. Comparison is the hook, okay? Detachment is freedom. Comparison is the hook. Detachment is freedom. Chapter 8 is where we expose why some narcissists actually feel empty on Valentine's Day, even when they look happy, okay? Y'all ready for this? Put a Christmas tree. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I don't know what they hate on me. And I know you ready to learn. Y'all can hear me? We straight? I gotta do make sure we straight. Cause it still say bad connection. I don't know how the fuck y'all can hear me. On TikTok it say poor connection. But y'all can hear me good. What it seem like. Say no more. We ain't gonna touch nothing there. Alright, this chapter 8, y'all. Why some of us narcissists feel empty on Valentine's Day, even when we look happy, okay? Break this shit down like a Christmas tree. Alright, let's peel the mask back, okay? Let's peel the mask back, okay? Valentine's Day is built on intimacy. And intimacy is one thing many of us struggle to sustain. So while the world sees flowers, posts, captions, and smiles, internally, there could be nothing. Not sadness, not joy, just flatness, y'all. Here's why. See, us narcissists are wired for admiration more than a connection. Admiration feels powerful. Connection feels vulnerable. Okay? And Valentine's Day is a spotlight on connection. It exposes depth. Depth requires emotional access. If we never built that depth, the holiday highlights the gap. If we never built that depth, the holiday highlights the gap. So even when we perform romance perfectly, we can still detach from the moment. We can still feel detached from the moment, okay? Because performance does not equal presence. Presence requires authenticity. And authenticity threatens our control structure. Now I'm going to go deeper, okay? When you build your identity around image, you start to experience life internally. How does this look? Who is watching? What does this say about me? Instead of, how does this feel? See, Valentine's Day becomes a production, and productions are exhausting because they require maintenance of illusion. Okay, now here's the uncomfortable truth. Some of us don't fully register love the same way others do. No. We may enjoy attention. We may enjoy physical closeness. We may enjoy being chosen. But sustained emotional merging, that can feel suffocating. So while our partner feels romantic closeness, we might feel trapped by expectation. Not because they did something wrong or anything wrong, but because intimacy activates our defenses. Y'all know that? Intimacy activates our defenses. Okay? Look, when you live in ego, y'all, they trying to unblock us on TikTok, y'all. So if it block us, y'all better come. Or if they is getting bad, come to YouTube. Better chosen 125. Keep tapping the screen. Like I said, intimacy activates our defenses. When you live in ego, y'all understand silence is dangerous. This is how we live. Quiet moments forces reflection, and reflection can expose emptiness. So we fill the spaces with grand gestures, loud affections, public displays. Not always because we feel deeply, but because noise distracts us from the void. Okay? Some of us generally want connection, y'all, but our emotional development stopped early. We learned to survive through control, not vulnerability. So on Valentine's Day, we mimic what love should look like. Because mimicking is safer than feeling. Okay? And when night ends, the mask drops. And we're back to our baseline. Okay? If someone looks perfect online today, do not assume emotional fulfillment. Social happiness is not psychological intimacy, y'all. You can look adored and still feel alone. You can be celebrated and still feel disconnected. Because love is not proven in public. It's experienced internally. Okay? It's experienced internally, okay? Listen. If you ever dated one of us, and felt like something was missing even in good moments, listen, you weren't crazy. You were sensing emotional absence. And absence can exist even inside a romantic performance. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all keep your mics muted, bro. Make sure y'all keep, because this is recorded, y'all. This is recorded. Audio is very important in these recordings. Okay? Now look. Listen. Absence can even exist even inside a romantic performance. Okay? Valentine's Day does not scare us because of love. It scares us because of exposure, okay? It exposes depth. It exposes attachment capacity. It exposes emotional limitations. And not all of us are built for depth. Okay? Not all of us are built for depth. Now, chapter 9, we break down how to break a trauma bond on days like this without texting your ex. Y'all ready for this? Put a Christmas tree. This is a whole masterclass, so y'all need to get this shit. This is, yo, damn. And you know, you've been here from the beginning. If you was here from the beginning to the end, it's gonna hit different, but you still gonna learn a lot if you came kind of late. You ain't too late, but chapter 9, y'all. This is how to break a trauma bond on Valentine's Day without texting your ex, okay? Now look, today is a trigger, okay, y'all? Not because you're weak, it's because your nervous system remembers. Trauma bonds are not emotional attachments, they are chemical attachments. And holidays amplify chemical memory, okay? So first understand this, okay? The urge to text them, okay? The urge to text them is not love. It is withdrawal, okay? It's withdrawal. Your body wants relief. When you were with them, even in chaos, your system was stimulated. Now there's silence. Silence feels like a loss, okay? Loss feels like danger. So your brain says, reach for the source. But the source was also the poison. The source was also the poison. Okay, now here's step 1, okay? This is what you do. Name the urge out loud, okay? Name the urge out loud. Say this. This is withdrawal, not destiny. Because when you label it, you weaken it. When you label it, you weaken it. Unlabeled emotion controls you, okay? Label emotion loses its power. That's step 1. Y'all need to write this down. Step 2. Delay the impulse. You got to delay the impulse. Tell yourself, if I still want to text in 24 hours, I will. If I still want to text in 24 hours, I will. You really will, okay? Because trauma urges spikes and crash. They do not stay steady. You don't need forever strength. You need short containment. Okay? Step 3. It disrupt the ritual. You got to disrupt the ritual. Valentine's Day is symbolic. Your brain leaks this date with them. So you got to change your pattern. Leave the house. Move your body. Call someone else, okay? Go somewhere stimulating but not healthy. But healthy. My bad. Go somewhere stimulating but healthy. Because stimulation could also be bad. You are basically, when you do this, when you leave the house, move your body, call someone safe, go somewhere stimulating but healthy, you are retraining your nervous system in real time. Okay, step 4 is stop stalking. Every time you check their page, you reopen a wound, okay? And your brain interprets their happiness as your failure. It's psychology. That comparison fuels attachment. Silence fuels healing, okay? Curiosity fuels obsession. You don't need updates. You need distance. Okay? Now here's the deeper layer. Ask yourself this. What did I lose? Was it them? Or was it the version of myself that felt chosen? See, sometimes you're not grieving a person. You're grieving a fantasy. The future you imagined. The validation you hoped for. The closure you never received. That fantasy kept you bonded. Reality breaks it, okay? Now, let's ground the body, okay? See, trauma bonds live in the nervous system. So regulate it physically, okay? Cold water on your face. Slow breathing. Long exhale breathing. Walk under your thoughts. Slow down. No, walk until your thoughts slow down. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I can't read, man. I read like a 5th grader. Listen, I'm reading this from the Masterclass. Y'all know I usually just talk and I can just say this shit freestyle. But when I read it to y'all, I talk fast, bro. Like, some of y'all probably say these words better than me in reading. I ain't gonna lie. But listen, y'all. If I mess up a word, I'll repeat it for y'all. Like, I'm gonna say that again. Trauma bonds live in the nervous system, okay? So you gotta regulate it physically, okay? Cold water on your face. Slow breathing. Long exhale breathing. Walk until your thoughts slow down, okay? Listen, you cannot think your way out of a trauma bond. That's what I try to tell y'all. You cannot think your way out of a trauma bond. You must regulate your way out, okay? That's what I tell all the survivors I talk to. You gotta regulate yourself out. Please, y'all. If someone ignores you today, it is protection. If someone replaced you, it is redirection. If someone didn't choose you, it is clarity. Okay? Rejection feels like loss, but sometimes rejection is rescue. I Now here's the hard truth, y'all. Alright. You don't miss them. You miss being emotionally activated because activation feels alive. Healing feels quiet. Quiet feels boring. But boring is safe. And safe is stable. Okay? The trauma bond breaks the moment you stop seeking relief from the person who created the wound. Okay? Valentine's Day is not a test of your worth. It is a test of your regulation. If you do not text them today, you just strengthen your nervous system. And every day you choose silence, the chemical weakens. Okay? The chemical tie weakens. Okay? Now we're going to get to the last chapter, the bonus chapter. The bonus chapter is about how to become emotionally dangerous to narcissists so you never get hooked again. Y'all ready for it? Put a Christmas tree. Y'all ready for it? Yup, you see me, but you don't miss them. You miss being emotionally activated. I like that, yup. Exactly. The chemical ties weaken with distance and silence, y'all. Don't forget that. That's another one. I like when y'all write them down. Alright, y'all, this is the bonus chapter, okay? Now look, how to become emotionally dangerous to narcissists so you never get hooked again. Alright, now look, listen carefully. Us narcissists do not chase love, y'all. We chase leverage. Leverage is emotional reaction. Leverage is validation. Leverage is unpredictability. Leverage is control. Okay? If we cannot control your emotions, guess what? We lose interest or we lose power. So if you want to become emotionally dangerous to us, you must remove emotional volatility. Not your personality, not your morph, volatility. Here's what makes sense. Listen, this what makes someone dangerous to a narcissist, okay, y'all? Predictable boundaries, unemotional response to bait, no chasing after withdrawal, no over explaining, no competing for positioning. See, when we test you and you stay calm, that unsettles us. When we pull back and you don't pursue, that destabilizes us. When we provoke and you don't escalate, we lose fuel. Fuel is reaction. Silence with strength is power. Now let's go deeper. See, emotionally dangerous people do not need to win the argument. They need clarity. They don't beg to be chosen. They observe behavior. They don't fight for position. They watch patterns. And patterns expose us. Here's the real secret, okay? Look. Us narcissists are drawn to insecure attachment because insecurity chases, insecurity overthinks, insecurity competes. Security does not chase. Security evaluates. Security leaves. And leaving without drama is the ultimate ego wound. Now here's what you build. Self concept not tied to validation. Daily life not centered on romance, okay y'all? Identity bigger than the relationship. When your life is full, we cannot become your oxygen. And if we are not your oxygen, we are not your addiction. That's dangerous to us because addiction equals control. Okay? If someone can disturb your peace easily, they control your nervous system. If someone can disappear and you collapse, they control your attachment. If someone can provoke you and you spiral, they control your emotional state. Take your regulation back. That is how you break the cycle permanently. Okay? You survive the chaos. You survive the confusion. You survive the push and pull. That means you are stronger than the attachment. See, Valentine's Day is just a trigger, okay? It is not a verdict of your worth. You are not behind. You are not replaced. You are not less valuable. You are in a psychological pattern, and now you understand it. Understanding breaks enhancement. Awareness breaks illusion. And illusion is what kept the bond alive. Okay? If you made it through today without breaking, you just level up emotionally, okay? If you're still healing, that's strength. If you feel triggered but stay grounded, that's growth. Real love does not require you to shrink. Real love does not require anxiety. Real love does not require performance. And until you experience calm love, do not confuse chaos for chemistry again. Okay? Protect your nervous system. Protect your standards. Protect your peace. And if you want deeply daily breakdowns like this, you know where Access lives. CTU, school, Lincoln, my community. Link in the bio, y'all. Book a one-on-one. I'll be here if y'all need me. I love y'all.